Good morning. This morning, I'm doing a video about something that I've been kind of looking for. I don't know how to explain this. I've had an eBay search going for probably the last couple of years. Basically, what I've been looking for is these tools that work with a Makita battery. For some reason, China makes a ton of tools specifically to work with Makita batteries. So I've had this search going, and every day it shows me stuff, and usually what it shows me are just these. Someone told me that, or so I read somewhere that the reason there's so many of these is that they're used by scaffold builders in China, and they just make a ton of cheap ones. And why they've chosen Makita, I've never been able to find out, but they make a ton of battery, or a ton of devices, everything from chainsaws, sanders, blowers, whatever, you name it. Well, yesterday, or actually several days ago, an email came in from eBay with a listing for what's in this box, and it was only $113. Now, there were some eBay sellers who were cheaper, down to like $104, but I don't buy from eBay sellers with feedback below 99 unless I can help it, and the feedback for this seller was 100%. So I bought it from them, paid a little bit more, but they're usually a little more reliable. This thing was $113, then there was taxes applied to that. It arrived basically as you see it, no box. It was just wrapped in like a thin layer of foam and then covered in plastic with a label on it. Since, I mean, this toolbox that comes with it is its own shipping container. It contains, or it has some interesting things on it. I'm not really sure what these are for. There's no instructions that come in regards to this. There's a place on the front for a label. There's a handle on the front, and there's a handle on the top. So let's get to what's inside. And yes, I've already been in here. So this is called the King Showden Cordless multi-tool, and it comes with a pile of different stuff. It comes with some attachments for a vibrating multi-tool, a sander, comes with a charger which has like no weight to it whatsoever, and we'll get into that. I've popped it open. It comes with a little tire iron and a screwdriver. It comes with a battery that is it's like a Makita battery. It will fit on a Makita. It even has a little Makita star right here, but at least on the one Makita I've tried it on, it won't work. It lights the light on the drill, but it wouldn't turn it. Conversely, a Makita drill will work when connected to this, but so far this doesn't work. I'll have to try it with a couple of different ones. It comes with this, and this is the reason that I bought it. This is the thing that I thought was cool. Pull this like that, and the drill comes off, and you can take another device and put it on. And in this case, that's a grinder. I'm going to see if if I have blades that will fit on it. But yeah, it's a grinder and it doesn't come with a guard. So that, you know, that's always good. So here's the rest of the stuff that came with it. This come on. This turns it into a multi-tool that uses these types of saws and sanders or whatever. One thing I've noticed is that it's a little bit difficult to get these on, and I'll show you why. Now it's a sander. Come on. And now it's a sawzall. And now it is a small chainsaw. And finally, it is a 1/4-inch impact driver. And inside the box there are some cheap saw blades, some sander, and that's about it. So So all of this can be yours for $112, at least for a short time. It's my understanding that a lot of the Chinese sellers, when something like this comes out, they will start selling the stuff at a really low price, because this is absurdly cheap. And then after a bunch of people buy it, the price will go up. It might even double. So let's put something on here. This is the grinder. It does not come, as far as I can see, it does not come with a tool for tightening this. Yeah, there's no tool for tightening this. So that's, you know, that's a bonus. Oh, and here's how it goes on. You can see in here that there's a main drive cog, and a little slot here. And then the idea is that you've got to put it in the slot, and then it meshes with that cog. You lock it. One other thing is, according to the manual, the drill has built-in battery protection. I don't believe that, but I don't have any proof of that at this time. And we always like the super dangerous chainsaw that can go backwards. It's always useful to have a chainsaw that goes backwards. The drill, or the body itself, has some indicators on it, and it has a button that seems to do nothing. According to the manual, you can change the speed of this, but I've tried and it just doesn't react to that button. So I doubt that it does anything. So let's put this into perspective. Recently I purchased this, and this was I think it was $106 on sale. Normally $135. And I got all of this for $112, $113. So I'll show you that it does work with Makita batteries. Works just fine. Oh. But let's try the Makita. This is an older Makita. Let's try that. First off, it's tight fit, and this one works. Ugh. But my more recent Makita does not. Alright, so I'm going to clear the desk off here. Alright. So let's do a real quick look at this charger. I'm going to zoom in here. And first thing you'll notice is that it has the extremely thin power cord. I wish I could explain to you how little this weighs. I don't have anything to weigh it with, but it feels like an empty box. And I smashed it before I realized it could easily just be pried open. It's not glued. It was just a very tight fit. But I won't be using it. That's all that's in here. This is takes in 120 volts. Actually, it'll go up to, supposedly can take in up to 240, and it will then convert that into 21 volts, 1.2 amps. I did plug this in, and it did. What it did was it started out with a green light, and then it changed to a red light. It never turned green again, but I only left it on there for about half an hour before I decided. It was getting really warm, so I just decided not to use this anymore, and I used my power supply to charge it until I can get on something that might be a little more safe and reliable. I don't know. I'm not big Clive, so, but based on what I've seen, it actually has some pretty good separation from the high voltage to the low voltage, but these wires are extremely anemic. And anyways, that's about that. Now we're going to look at this manual quickly here, or as quick as I can. And you'll see on the front of it, it shows a bunch of different things. It shows 2 drill heads. I don't know what the difference is. It shows a circular saw, the sander, the multi-tool. I'm not sure what that is. A 3/8 inch impact driver, a 1/4 inch impact driver. Don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. A jigsaw, a blower. It shows a router, a grass or hedge trimmer, a grinder with a guard, the sawzall, and the chainsaw. Alright. And a bunch of safety information about charging the battery, but doesn't really mention the specific battery charger and how it works and whether or not the light changes to let you know it's charged. It just tells you to not overcharge the battery. Gives a brief description of the base unit. On the battery, it says that there's a red indicator, and it's saying that if you put this in and you can see the red indicator, then it's not locked in place. Well, the red indicator is just the button. I mean, all I have to do is say if it's not all the way up, it's not locked. The whole thing's a red indicator. Oh, and this says it's 5,000 milliamp hours, but it weighs pretty close to the 3 amp hour Makita, and this has 2 sets of 1500 milliamp batteries in it, so that's probably what this has in it. Just basically explains how to install or remove the heads, the reversing switch. It explains that the buttons on the base of the unit, what they're supposed to do, change I guess the speed from high, medium to low, but like I said, they don't seem to do anything. In fact, the button doesn't even seem to work. Now, it works on this one, this 3/8 inch impact driver that I've got. If you push that one, it works, but not on this. Let me see. It gives a bunch of specifications. No load RPM, 0 to 400, 0 to 1450. Oh, okay. One is a drill and one is a cordless hammer driver drill. Although, this one has a hammer setting on it, but it's probably not an actual hammer drill hammer setting. shows how to adjust the clutch or the head. By the way, does not seem to be a Jacobs chuck, and when you get to the fully closed position and you try to tighten it, it doesn't resist. It doesn't allow you to. I guess you'd have to hold this. I think you could probably replace this chuck with a better one, but I haven't tried. I mean, I literally just got this the day before I'm making this video. More safety warnings. This is all about the impact drivers, the cordless multi-tool, the sander, the sawzall. Oh, this is a jigsaw, which doesn't come. Before I forget, I tried to look for these other attachments that it shows in this manual. At least I searched for King Showden. I just did a Google search for King Showden, and the only thing I found was this particular item and a few other things that are apparently made by King Showden, but no attachments. Sawzall, chainsaw. What is this? Oh, okay, this is a pressure washer. I can only imagine how much pressure it puts out, but it's a pressure washer. This is a blower. So I guess you could use it as a leaf blower or a vacuum. Once again, didn't come with mine. And the grinder. Like I said, did not come with the guard. And what is this? This is a hammer drill attachment. Here we have a hedge trimmer, and this is an inflator. Yeah, this one is an inflator. Then we have a router, and my favorite, the circular saw, which also did not come with mine. And that's it. I'm going to see if I can find a grinder blade, and we'll see if it fits on this thing. I doubt that it will. Okay, so this is the grinder, and here is a 4.5 inch disc, and it doesn't fit. I would have to go to Home Depot or Harbor Freight and see what they have, and if they don't have anything that fits this, then this particular tool is useless. Stand by. I went and looked for a guard that I happen to have extra, and it looks like maybe with a little bit of effort I could get a guard from a Harbor Freight to fit on here. I'd have to change out this screw. It's not long enough, but it might just fit on there. Alright, so I think that's it. I wasn't planning on showing how to use each and every one of these things. I believe that they would all work, that they all will pretty much do what they're supposed to do. It's just this isn't a video on that's to test it. I'm just showing you that it basically exists. And like I said, you should probably go get one if you want one now, before the price goes up. Thanks for watching.